Saturday. Folks always they tell me how you can do this and that. When it comes to the test, it hears on him down his chest. In Ghana, Miss Santa house. Then she put up a challenge. They call me Santonka. And she call him brother too. She say you're the topic. I know what you could do. Then she pull on 33. Then show it to Miss Santonka. Then she tell him something to tea. And she tell him something to tea. Something to tea. And she tell him something to tea. I know. He might cry like a baby. Pray for something under the tree. He might cry like a baby. Pray for something under the tree. Yara baby back there. Run, sucker, run. Miss Daddy come. Run, sucker, run. Miss Daddy come. Run, Nuro, run. Your girlfriend they come.
And a very pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we certainly hope that you're going to have yourself a wonderful day today. All right, I'm hearing myself, but I'm not. I got him. Okay, there you go. Much better. Good morning, Mr. Fred Dixon. How are you?
Pleasant good morning to you, Mr. Will Johnson.
Oh,
and let
yes.
me be the first to say Will Johnson, JP. Yes, sir. Justice of the Peace. Congratulations, sir.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And of course, yourself, Mr. JP, yourself. Last week was a good week.
Oh, it was a fantastic week. It was, you know, something like that haven't happened in Los Angeles for a long, long time. Or Attorney General, Mr. Perifeet, William Perifeet,
Right.
and the Crown Counsel, Brianna Williams was here. So we had a great time. Some few JPs were sworn in. Senior JPs were acknowledged for their tenure. So yeah, it was very, very good thing for California.
Yeah, yeah. And we're definitely looking forward to a whole lot of different activities that's going to be taking place, being the fact that we have some, not to say that the older folks wasn't, but some fresh, you know.
Well, you know, the JP Association, we're always looking for new blood to bring new energies, you know, and new ideas. You know, we have new people that are entering the job field and you know, coming to the United States, and we just want to facilitate it so we make it a little easier for their transition, no?
Right.
Because sometimes they come here gung-ho and they want to do this and do that, and it doesn't get accomplished because there are channels you have to, the proper channels.
Right.
As you can tell.
Of course. And one of the main things that we know for a fact that is happening right now, the mere fact that the immigration situation have a lot of Belizeans crumbling to get their passport going, to get their citizenship going. So it's going to be a very, very busy time from now on.
True. It's like our Consul General Roland York said, you know, there's a lot of rumors out there about, you know, they're picking up 1,800 Belizeans of the immigration. And it's so far from the truth, you know. So, and 1,000 Jamaicans have been picked up and this and that, which is so untrue. So, you know, they need to get the facts and don't panic. Call your Consul General or call your local JP, and we will inform you with the right, give you the right information.
Right,
no?
right.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fred, for joining us this morning.
Very much, yeah.
It's
I'll
good
be
to
back
have
a
you.
little
Good to see
bit
you.
later because we have a special presentation today.
Oh,
right?
great. Okay.
All right, sir.
Cool. All right. That's Mr. Fred Dixon right there. JP himself from Mars Caribbean Gardens Restaurant. Your humble servant, Will Johnson, inside the mix. We're live from Little Belize Restaurant. Pleasant good morning. It is a Saturday, and hey, we're going to be having fun. And we have a lot of special people in here today. I met some good folks this morning. I'm going to be definitely panning the camera so you can see them so they don't hide. Good morning, Belizeans all over the world. We're hoping that you're going to have yourself a wonderful day today. Now, for those folks in Chicago, in Florida, for the folks in, let's see, where else? in Miami. We want to say good morning to you guys. We hope you're going to have yourself a wonderful. That gentleman right there I spoke to this morning. Yeah, this gentleman. Let me tell you something about him. He. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Let me tell you something about him. He came in here and he ate up all the fried jack and the scrambled eggs and didn't give me any. But I'm not going to say anything.
I sure did.
So how are you, sir?
Doing well, and yourself?
Okay, and so what part of the United States are you from? LA.
Los Angeles, yeah.
Los Angeles. What part of Los Angeles?
Baldwin Hills.
Where?
Baldwin Hills.
Wow, Baldwin Hill. All right. So tell us what brought you here to Little Billy's restaurant. Breakfast. And so is it your first trip or you've been here before?
Been here before.
You've been here before. All right, that's good. So apart from the breakfast, what else do you normally come here for? The lunch, dinner, all that?
Buy love.
Buy love. You like that pigtail, huh?
Yes.
All right. What's your name again?
Ellis.
Mr. Ellis, so here's an opportunity for you to send a shout out to your folks who are watching and listening on Radio Belize right now. You want to send some requests for some folks back home?
Yes, all the people on the south side Belize.
South side of Belize. Where area that? Enlighten me, man. Where area that?
Yeah, bro. Conchel Bay.
Conchel Bay, that's right. By the canal.
All the dejected areas belongs to me. Belongs to me. South side Belize.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for talking to us this morning, and we trust that you're going to continue to come here and enjoy your breakfast.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
I got someone here. The Olympian is in the house. Yes.
Talk to us for me, Miss Lorna.
Come on. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Wake up, Belize. Wake up. Make some noise. We're saying good morning to our lovely Belizeans and friends around the world. And in the house today is my first dancer of Elegant Flair Dance Company, Miss Althea Moses. And she is also an Olympian representative, and she for Belize. And she's going to say good morning to the world.
Good morning, Belizeans abroad and here in LA. It's a pleasure to say hello to all of you here at Little Belize Restaurant, one of my favorite Belizean restaurants in LA. So thank you for having me on the microphone. I feel honored. And Lorna?
Yeah, because she's into this fitness thing, and so I have to check with her soon.
Yes, indeed.
So that my balloon don't go a little bit bigger, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to accept your offer soon. Just really busy working on some things. Pleasure.
All right, so get fit. If you guys want to get some physical exercise right here, Althea Moses is the one. She will work you guys out. And we have a very good friend in the house. You want to say good morning because this lady here, she don't play. She goes to Belize and back and everything. So she's adapted, you know. She's adapted. And we're going to say hi to Steve and LJ. Tell Steve he's still got to come down.
Hello. Thank you for having me here today, saying hello. And I'm enjoying my breakfast coming. And the music upstairs on Friday nights is always nice, too. Thank you.
I missed you, huh? I haven't been. So she come to karaoke and I haven't been. So next time, let me know for sure. All right. We're going to get going in a little bit. Enjoy the music for a few more minutes. And we have some wonderful guests in the house, all the way from Jamaica. We have the one and only radio personality and MC. He's been around for a decade in the Belizean community. So we're going to chat with him for a moment, and we have a special presentation that he's going to get this morning. So we want to welcome Mr. Junior Francis in the house, in the Little Belize house.
We want to take time out here to send a big shout out here to the folks at Sea Breeze Gift Shop. They always listen, they always watch on Facebook, and I always give them their props. The one place that you can go and get your souvenirs. Joseph Freight also, where you can ship your things. That's right, all your items, your barrels from here, Los Angeles to Belize. Good morning, Seabreeze. Lyndon Budai had just joined us here on Facebook. Good morning. It's good to have you with us. Do not be afraid to share with your friends. We've got some great things happening this morning.
Wind up the waist and bend down low. Down under the limbo stick. Down, gal. Down under the limbo stick. Bend up the waist and bend down low. Down under the limbo stick. Aye, Danny, put the pole down a little man. Put the pole down a little man. Aye, aye, aye. Oi, oi, oi. Danny, take the pole down.
That's right. Good morning, April Spring. And Lyndon Budai, better known as Spartacus. Good morning, Spartacus.
And me celebrate in the backyard. Me invite the whole family, friends and neighbors to come and join me. Gonna get out with 2 long sticks, stuck them in a gun and put a pole on it. Today we dance soca limbo rock. Then we wind down like this. Go down, gal. Down under the limbo stick. Wind up the waist and bend down low. Down under the limbo stick. Go down, gal. Down under the limbo stick. Wind up the waist and bend down low. Down under the limbo stick. Let me show you the trick. Put your hands on your hip like this. Both hands on your waistline. Then you wind down like this. Go down, gal. Down under the limbo stick. Wind up the waist and bend down low. Down under the limbo stick. Go down, gal. Down under the limbo stick. Bend up the waist and bend down low. Down under the limbo stick. Aye, Danny, put the pole down a little man. Put the pole down a little man. Aye, aye, aye. Oi, oi, oi. Big ups, let me see you do your thing. Do your thing, man. Aye. Soca limbo rock. Soca limbo rock. Soca limbo rock. We want to see the gal bend down low. Go down, gal. We want to see the gal bend down low. Go down, gal. Let me see you whining. Let me see you shaking. Mash it up, wind it up. Gal, soca limbo rock. Soca limbo rock.
Wek, Mr. We stumble down in the road. Me never know, said the lady afraid to told. Wek, Mr. We stumble down in the road. She gone to the church and she buck on a big crop of toad. Me never know, said she afraid to told like that. If you ever say wek, she would have feel right on the spot. Me never know how she afraid to told like that. If you ever say wek, she would have feel right on the spot. Wek, Mr. We stumble down in the road. Me never know, said the lady afraid to toad. Wek, Mr. We stumble down in the road. She gone to the church and she buck on a big crop of toad. Mr. Wiz, tell me if what would bite you, not even bush doctor or medicine cure you. Mr. Wiz, tell me if what would bite you, not even bush medicine or doctor can cure you. You know on the toad, snake get the poison. You know on the toad, snake get the poison. When I was a little child, they told you to chase me. Now I'm a grown man, I am running wild. Wek, Mr. We stumble down in the road. Me never know, said the lady afraid to toad. Wek, Mr. We stumble down in the road. She gone to the church and she buck on a big crop of toad. Miss Louise, now a nice lady, do anything you ask. If you ever say Wayk, she would have jumped right out and she flap. Miss Louise, now a nice lady, do anything you ask. If you ever say Wayk, she would have jumped right out and she flap. Me never know, she afraid to do it like that. If you ever say Wayk, she would have fainted right on the spot. Me never know, she afraid to do it like that. If you ever say Wayk, she would have fainted right on the spot. Run, Miss Louise, run, the crapper totally come. Run, Miss Louise, run, mind your tumble down. Run, Miss Louise, run, crapper totally come. Run, Miss Louise, run, but mind your tumble down.
DJ Charles in the mix.
got one hole. Buy something and bail it down. Oh, me Dory got one hole. Buy something and bail it down. He got one big old hole. Buy something and bail it down. Oh, the Dory got one hole. Buy something and bail it down. And the Dory got one hole. Buy something and bail it down. Alligator he come. The alligator he come.
Yeah, you're listening to the voice there of Harrington Trump on Radio Belize Banks. And earlier you heard about the man with the anaconda. Good morning, Miss Delgado, Ancilla. Gloria Tucker just joined us. Very pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And like Miss Lorna said a little bit earlier, we got some special guests for you this morning. We're going to be chit-chatting here with Mr. Fred Dixon too a little bit. He's got a presentation. And then, of course, we've got some other guests who are going to be coming in studio. And I'll give you all that information in just a few. This morning we're going to be hearing from the one and only Asiatic, one of Belize's top of the line artists. Also Mr. Junior Francis, the voice of the reggae radio KPFK 90.7 FM. And we're going to hear from Miss Freda. She is the foundation and producer of the Garifuna International Indigenous Film Festival. So that's going to be taking place right here this morning between 11 and 1 o'clock today on a special show called I Wake Up Like This. Now, how did you get up this morning? Hope you didn't fall out of bed, right? In the meantime, in between time, here's this one for you.
Don't rock the dory, oh no, don't rock the boat, aye. Don't rock the dory, oh no, don't rock the boat, aye. Girl didn't wine over there, the girl didn't wine over there, the girl didn't grind over there, the girl didn't wine over there. Look to the wine over there, look to the wine over there.
Check her out.
Please no wine on the dory, girl no wine on the dory, baby no rock the dory, Margie stop wine on the dory. When the river police, when the river police, bring it like when the river police, when the river police, go on road with the river police, when the river police, bring on road with the river police, bring it like when the river police.
Only on Radio Belize Mix. Brock Dong. Doofy Shilling. Hilban Show. Desiree Vicaria, good morning. Beverly Johnson, good morning. Y para todos mis amigos allí en San Pedro, Orange Walk, Corazon, ven que viejo del Carmen, buenos días. Boy Tibinapi, PG, Dankrika, Placentia, Hopkins. And then we can't forget the villages in Belize. Hattieville, Ladyville. When I say Hattieville, Miss Lorna, watch me. Georgeville, Crooked Tree, Barranco, City River.
Ay, ay. Man, you're getting in trouble. Yeah, forget something. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Lorna. How are you?
I'm good, I'm blessed.
I'm seeing some stuff here. What's going on? Look at the hair.
Hello.
That's right.
I cut it all off, you guys.
It looks good on you.
It's
Suits
a
you.
I got a new attitude.
Yeah, you look like you all set for summer. It's spring, but you all set for summer with a new year.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
I cut it off the wrong time, right?
No,
see, that's just for sure that I do things differently.
that's right. You don't
That's
wait
right.
until summer.
No.
You do it when you feel like doing it.
I am not the normal kind of gal.
Channel 7 Belize just joined us. Good morning, Channel 7.
Good morning.
Good morning to the Vasquez's family there in Belize. Jules, my good buddy. Good morning.
All right.
Dennis Perfeet of the Roost of the Crew. Good morning. Great to have you with us.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, guys. Good morning, Mr. Francis, and good morning. We are on the year.
Yeah, I need to give folks a shot of how Fred looked with his coffee in his hand.
We are here.
There you go. Look at Fred and Mr. Francis right there with his coffee in his hand.
No brandy here right now.
So, folks, you're looking at Mr. Fred Dixon from Mars Caribbean Gardens Restaurant. He's also JP and a great MC, a host. And Mr. Junior Francis right there all the way from Jamaica. That's right. Good morning, Mr. Francis. How are you?
Jamaica. Yeah. Come on, Mr. Francis, and get down the hot seat for me right quick. And we're going to get started right here. Good morning. Well, we started long ago, but I'm just getting started. Okay.
You're wearing multiple hats. You're going back and forth. You're upstairs,
I wear
you're downstairs.
all kind of hats.
You're dancing, you're on a microphone.
All kind of things, Joe. And I'm trying to be like you because, man, look at this. They're putting me between two OGs.
And I thought it was your choice, but okay, they put you. Is that Fred's doing?
I have my task. Oh, my God, this is major because this man right here, he is, what you call him? History, oh my God, he goes way back. Before I even got out here, back in the 80s, he was already on the scene in the Caribbean community. Belizean also.
Wow,
right.
Excellent.
So he's no stranger to us. Like when I came here, I met him like way back in the 80s doing his thing, and he loved our Belizean people, and we love him.
Oh, I don't draw that line of demarcation. I'm an internationalist. I love people from everywhere. As a matter of fact, my first time on the big stage was Papa Curly. He's Belizean. He said, no, come and MC the show for me. That was my first big show. He's Belizean.
Right.
No, we don't draw the line. We don't draw the line. Your father Marcus gave the line.
And you guys, if he gets deep into his Jamaican, you got to help me out.
That's right. So every now and again, we're going to have to tell him, Mr. Junior Francis, talk a little bit slower so we could understand what you're saying, man.
A little slower.
All right, a little bit slower. Yes, indeed. I can do that for you.
That's right. So we have a lot to talk about, Mr. Francis.
Yes.
First of all, we want to welcome you here
on a show called
I Wake Up Like This.
Yes, because I'm not fully awake.
How you wake up?
I'm a night owl, so I'm not fully awake.
I know he doesn't sleep. So right now he could be any side of the bed.
There you go. To sleep is a chance to die, so I stay up as much as I can.
I like that.
That's right. So you met Mr. Will Johnson,
yes.
And this is a Radio Belize mix.
Right, and I heard he's well-established musician and radio announcer and engineer in Belize who wore multiple hats.
That's right.
Wow.
And
I can barely hold a microphone. He makes microphone.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you in person, Mr. Francis, once again.
Yes, so we are live right now on Facebook, and also his Radio Belize mix is worldwide. So
worldwide.
We have people all over all parts of the world looking at us right now, and this is a show where we wake up any kind of way, so anything could come out of my mouth, and I could do anything up here because I wake up
you can do anything because I'm sleeping.
Yes. You could close your eyes too. So first of all, guys, Mr. Junior Francis goes all the way back to 1990s, 1980s, 70s, 60s. You came to the U.S. back in the 80s.
Yeah, I came to the U.S. in the early 70s. My port of entry was New York. I lived there for a while, and I wanted to pursue radio. That was my dream, to be a radio announcer, to be an MC, announce concerts. And so I decided, well, I wasn't doing that in New York, and my life, in a sense, felt useless. And so I said, I have a friend out here. She said, move to California. There are many, many, many more opportunities for schooling and radio. So I moved here. It was a tough move, but I did.
Yeah, but you've been doing well ever since because you stuck to it, and there's a lot that I can learn from you, because I was trying to go back and look at some of them old videos that of you in your studios and stuff like that. And this is how funny Junior is, right? I asked Junior for a bio, right? Junior, give me a bio on yourself. Now, this is someone that's been in the game over decades, right? This is what he gave me.
What is it? I think it says everything.
That's like how much, like 5 or 6 lines? Yeah.
No, I mean, he said, do you want me to give you my life story, or do you want just something? I said, please don't give me a life story.
So he gave you something.
I expect something more than that.
Look at this, folks. 5 lines.
So this is funny. He made me laugh. So I had to do a little research, and I came up with at least a page, a little bit more, you know. So we're gonna talk to the world a little bit. We're gonna talk to everyone, because we see you around at all these big festivals. I mean, you were back in Bob Marley days, and I mean, major stuff. And as you guys know, this is the only thing I know about the radio station, the KPFK, and all of us know about that radio station. And this is the man behind that voice and that radio. So we want you to tell people exactly who you are, because we see you and we don't know exactly.
Right, so. Right. Well, as a child growing up in Jamaica, my first love was radio. And so everything that I've done in life up to this point, try to eat right, live right, has to do with radio. I want to look good to be on the radio. I want to get rest to be on the radio. So everything evolves around radio. So because I set my goal as radio, I avoid prison, I avoid selling drugs, I avoid raping people, I help an old lady across the street as opposed to knocking her down and take her pocketbook. So everything I do pretty much. I went to school because I wanted to become a good broadcaster. Not that I'm necessarily good, but I saw if I'm on the radio, I want to project a certain image. So that was essentially my upbringing. As a child, I left New York and I said, I'm going to try to live good. I left my gun in New York. You understand me? I had a small sawed-off shotgun and I left it because I didn't want to fire a gun.
No,
I said, I want to live a certain way.
Right,
and you need the respect.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of folks have no idea the weight that is on a shoulder as a radio personality. We have to carry ourselves a certain way.
Right.
When conversation get heated with politics and how we try to stay down the middle, because we know, and not only that, but every other thing that you mentioned just now, you know, we're actually under the microscope. You know, so that's a big weight to carry.
Yes, and people, let's see you driving a decent car. It's a rent-a car, but they figure, wow, him taking money now under the table and buy a new car. I get questioned all the time. You know, I'm doing small show and then artist from Jamaica said, let's do a show together. I didn't put up the money, the artist put up the money. They said, why you bring artists to town now? So you get a question, you constantly, people looking at you to, you know, see how you're doing.
But they don't see the hard work that you're putting behind this, you know, behind all this.
Oh, no, that's irrelevant.
You know?
Right, that's irrelevant as far as people are concerned. So you have to project a certain image.
Right.
And it's a bit hard sometimes. But you just
you stuck to it, and you stuck with it in a positive way, that people want to follow your footsteps.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
But thanks for telling me.
Well,
I never.
See, look at me right now. I said I want to be like him right there. I want to be like this guy right here. I want to be like MC over, you know. So this is where I am. I said I don't want to just be that dancer. Oh, that's the dancer. No. She's an MC and she's a radio personality.
Right.
So I'm following you guys' footsteps. So you guys better make sure that we're showing positiveness for the kids to follow. So, you know, because grown-ups like myself is following in you guys' footsteps.
Right. Wonderful.
And if it's not, if it wasn't for you guys, a lot of our stuff that we do, like for Mr. Will Johnson, his Radio Belize mix will not reach the people that we want them to reach.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when they hire you on stage, why do they hire you? First of all, just let me know why would I hire Junior Francis?
It's kind of hard to tell why Pupa Curly, 'cause again, he gave me the first opportunity, why he decided to. But I was on stage and I did a show. You know, and I used to do the clubs, and that's kind of easy because nobody's seen you in the club. You know, la la la. Everybody feeling Irie? Yeah. But I did a show one time, and Shaw asked me to introduce his wife, Wendy. It was very spontaneous. He said, go and bring her out on stage. I said, well, I don't have her bio. You don't need a bio. Just say the same thing you said just before you play on records.
Right.
I said, wow. So I looked for 2 Shakespeare lines, introduced her, the place went crazy. I said, okay.
So that was your start?
By and large, on the big stage.
On the big stage.
Right. I did club before, but I don't think clubs count so much. Because people are already on the dance floor and you put on the next record and everybody. I did a little bit of that. But on the big stage when everyone is quiet, it's just you and the microphone, the artist, the band. And you need to move people.
Exactly.
Quite difficult without taking any drugs.
It is a fact.
Not even a little nali wali wine or something.
No, you have to extremely be a witty person, and, you know, and you feed off your audience.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's no blueprint. There's no books to read. You just have to go on stage and introduce the artist and move people. Bring people to the stage. They don't know you. How do you bring people to the stage? How you interest people in the artist?
Well, that's what I look for when I hire an MC. I need someone that can keep the audience going, you know? Not just reading from a bio or something that someone give them. So, you know, when we see that talent in someone, we grab them right away. So that's the reason why you are Junior Francis. You see what I'm saying?
I do put some work into it, though, you know.
Well, I'm
because
sure.
by and large, I don't have a fantastic memory, so I really have to do my homework. And again, I try to live. I mean, everything I do is for radio and MC. Everything. The books I read, the food I eat, the record I listen to. I used to listen to all kind of records. Now I limit it to reggae, rocksteady, and ska because that's what I play.
Right.
So I'm always focused.
All right, and so basically, there's other radio station. Can you tell us a little bit of all the other station that you are working on, and how, you know, if we want you to basically give us some announcements and advertising, some of them is donation wise,
right.
And some of them you got to pay for. So can you?
Right. So let's start with the Inland Empire. I started there 1987 on KSPC. The winter of '87. I went in and they gave me a show when school was on break. That's KSPC 88.7 FM on Mondays. I picked Mondays because I know Monday is considered a blues day. A lot of people get heart attack on Mondays, not Tuesday and Wednesday, because they're so depressed from the weekend having to go back to work. So I wanted to be on Monday where I can pick people's spirit up with reggae music, and it worked. And after the winter break, I was on for 4 weeks. School resumed in January '88. I went and I had a talk with the new program director who came in. I said, I came from Jamaica, I just arrived here, and I'm in training at Mount San Antonio College for broadcasting. I have a truck full of record, and my mission is to get on the radio. He said, you buy your way in, you have a job. And so I started in May when school resumed full-time, 1988, and I'm still there.
Nice.
And I got on. I did a couple of stations. Even Hot 92 was on Hot 92 for I forget what year, but we did that for about 9 months, and we had a 2-hour show from 11 to 1. And we passed Stevie Wonder station. We passed the Beat. We went to number 2 in the Abertron ratings in Los Angeles with reggae music, 11 to 1, and that lasted for about 11 months. You know how it is. New program director come in. They throw you out. We also did 3 o'clock reggae in Orange County, where we went to different businesses and broadcast live. Roberto and I, he had a big name because he was on K-Rock. And we did the beach cities, Huntington Beach and all those cities live. 3 o'clock reggae for about 2 hours, 5 days a week.
Wow.
Is there any restriction to the format?
No, just primarily reggae. And we had an understanding since we split the time. You play whatever you want to play. I have no question. I don't question what you play.
Excellent.
And I play. And whatever I announce is on my behalf, my responsibility.
Which I'm glad you mentioned. You mentioned it because a lot of folks have no idea what it's like behind the scene when it comes to radio, when it comes to format and stuff like that. usually, if folks who understand what radio is all about would listen to the other station, I don't need to really call name, but they have a certain amount of music in the data that they have to play at a certain time, and then I call that restriction. I like when you have, because you have to go to the mood of the people listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a station where you don't have too much of that restriction, like in your case and in my case, then it makes it easier on us as broadcasters.
Right. I never had that restriction, even while we were on commercial radio, because they thought, okay, just a once a week show. On a Friday night, it's called Dead Time at 11 o'clock. But as it turned out, we were number 2 in the market. Then they started paying attention. And then from that, I came to KXLU because I wanted, Inland Empire is okay, but I wanted to be in the Los Angeles market. And a friend of mine was leaving. And he said, I'm the best qualified for the job. I didn't ask why. But he said he had 9 other people who were fighting for the job. Some of them might even be listening.
And you didn't ask why?
No, he just said he thought so.
All right.
And then I asked, he said, well, you know, consistency. So I had to look up that word in the dictionary. He said, your consistency. Every week you're on the air, never miss a show. So KXLU opened lots of doors in the Los Angeles area. Wow. And then another Belizean American now got me onto KPFK. He started listening to me on KXLU on Saturday nights. You know, I go there from...
Can you call him?
KXLU 88.9.
No, the Belizean.
Well, he changed his name to an African name.
Okay.
Yeah, Didan.
Didan.
Yeah, but my understanding is that he was born in Belize but grew up here.
Gotcha.
And so he thought I should be on KPFK. It's the most powerful radio station west of the Mississippi River. And so he took sick and called me and said, I want you to go fill in tomorrow. I said, wow, but he has a talk show. I said, I can't play talk. He said, I can put together a talk show within a couple hours. He said, no. You play the same music, do everything that you was doing. You just do that. Follow your format. And so that's how I got into KPFK. So I'm there Monday mornings.
Right, and I'm glad you're saying that too, because we still do have a lot of young folks who are aspiring to be broadcasters. I just got a letter from a young lady who is attending the University of Southwest University, and she asked me some questions she wanted because they gave her a homework. Okay. And so I had to answer all those questions, and it was interesting to know that journalism is actually expanding here in the United States greatly among the university students. So and that leads to broadcasting or leads to reporting on television. So it's a really interesting field. Yes. And I'm glad that you're saying that, so the folks who are listening, you know, and want to know about this can actually learn from you.
No, as it turned out, I went to school. I thought that would help. Before I presented myself on the radio, I figured I would get some, you know, professional. Is that the right word, training? Yeah. I mean, you don't necessarily, but I wanted to go through the training to represent the music right. So when someone from Belize hear me, them don't say, what that Jamaican doing on the radio? Am I idiot?
No, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing that you say, because I was going to ask you, because some people say if you're natural, you know, don't worry about spending all that money for school training.
What is natural?
Natural funny, like you're, no, just kidding. Oh, if you're natural, if you're naturally talented, you know.
I don't think there's any such thing for radio. You can't be natural. You have to cultivate it.
Right, but there's some people that think that way, you know, and so it's good that you're saying get a little schooling or certificate course.
I'm not encouraging that for anyone else. That's exclusive for me.
Right.
I would never tell anyone.
This is what he,
That's not being selfish at all, and I like that. But at the same time,
that's the image I wanted to project.
Right. But at the same time, I personally would encourage anybody to because you have to be able to be able to articulate. You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to understand what people are saying, because when you come with all those big vocabulary words, you should be able to respond to what that person is saying. So it as much as you may think it might just be a flow, sometimes you get caught in a little corner and you have to know how to come out of it. But a good person, a good broadcaster knows how to come out of it.
That's right. So guys,
and that's what I'm striving to
even if you're good, even if you're good and you think you're so good, take some classes anyway, because we want to have that. We want to have that, you know, that paper, like they say, the paper speaks for you.
Yeah, but that's one thing too. But the other thing is that you never know when your program director is going to come to you and say, listen, Mr. Francis, we want you to go and interview the Prime Minister of Belize. You see where I'm coming from?
Right.
That's right. And so you have to be prepared, because I remember when I was a younger boy on Radio Belize, the original Radio Belize, which was the only radio station back in the days back in Belize, where you know, when they told me you're going to Bompan and you're going to be covering the sitting of the House of Representatives, I was like, yes, sir. I had to prepare myself for that because I'm going to be talking to these people. We're talking
Indeed.
about all the ministers, minister of this, minister of that, minister of the other, and you have to know what to say.
Right.
Exactly.
I fully agree with that. A lot of that too come from doing your homework. But college is important.
Right.
Right. So, and you work with a lot of folks. I see you worked with the Lady Saw. You work with Glenn Washington. Oh, you're such a big timey, aren't you?
But they don't know me.
But they don't.
No, they see me for 5 minutes. But on a very serious note.
Serious note, yes.
I think maybe about the England artists remember me. I don't know why. The England artists. The Patabantan, you know, there's Steel Pulse. They'll remember you. But the Jamaican artists won't remember me because maybe I'm not an attractive female. No, and I'm dead serious. You know, England artists will come and say, man, you were good on stage. But Buju Banton remember me.
So
He's never met me
just
before.
you're just that guy to them.
Yeah, for 3-4 minutes. A lot of time, the promoters don't want you to talk too long on stage. So you have that 2-3 minutes to introduce the artist, and your job is done. And your outro, so intro, outro. So the Jamaican artists, very rare. The older artists will remember, but the younger artists, oh well.
Me not like that.
Eh?
Me not like that at all because that's a very important position.
Oh, yeah.
Your position is very important, and I want to leave that legacy behind where people remember that person that kept the show going. You know, that person that introduced me on coming on stage. So you've been in this for a decade, and you know, we may have to put some makeup on us, something.
Yeah, you should,
Yeah,
you
put
know.
some makeup.
I didn't see a makeup artist, and I was so disappointed when I walked in. But that's all right. It's a compromise, you know.
But he
But
worked.
I have to agree with you, and I'm going to second you on that. That it's very important. It's an important job. Let me tell you why. And not only just the couple minutes that you have to introduce those people. First of all, your introduction is important because it sets the ground for the rest of the night, basically. Just like you said, the intro and the extra. But let's step aside from the introduction. Let's talk about a radio personality himself. These people can make you and break you.
Right.
When I say, if I want to play your music all day long, you become a star. If I don't want to, you don't become a star. Not only that, if I say something negative about you, it's more likely my fans might think that way about you. So you know, so I consider broadcasters important people. I have the utmost respect for every single broadcaster and journalist in the world.
Because that's your
Period.
field. Right.
That's right.
That's your field.
That's right. That's right.
You have a passion for broadcasting, so in a sense, you have more feelings and empathy.
Right, we're going to take a little music because we want to wake up everybody. They still sleep. So we got to wake up.
Are people really sleeping this time? It's a Saturday morning. Are people out shopping?
Well, what are you drinking? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, what are you doing? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, the style you're creating. Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, what are you doing? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, you make me say alright. Girl, you make me do alright. Girl, you make me see alright. Girl, you spin the wheel. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, what are you thinking? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, what are you doing? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, what are you saying? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, who you were kissing? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, me have to say alright. Girl, you make me do alright. Girl, you make me feel alright. Girl, you spin the wheel. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Girl, look at the Pamela. Oh, girl, look at the Pamela. Soca Aerobics coming into ya. Wax the G alongside the Super Pro Band. Hot
Pure white inside the radical.
DJ Charles in the mix.
Girl, who you fighting? Don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, who are you holding? Don't stop now, don't stop now. The money where you were spending, don't stop now, don't stop now. The way how you were loving, don't stop now, don't stop now. Girl, you got the formula. Oh, girl, you got the formula. Girl, you got the formula. Oh, girl, you got the formula. Girl, me have to say alright. Girl, you make me do alright. Girl, you make me feel alright. Girl, you spin the wheel.
Yeah, we're saying good morning here to Benita Ball, who just joined us all the way from UK. Good morning to you. Mr. Patrick Barrow, good morning. Top of the morning. We trust you enjoying your day. Charlene Palm comes all the way from Punta Gorda. Elementary Independence. Mr. Raymond Baptist, top of the morning to you. The folks there at Channel 7 in Belize, good morning. That's the television station. I used to work there. There's the River Karaoke, Konoki, good morning. Amira Selgado, good morning. Gloria Tucker, April Spring, Ramklam, Russell Ramklam, Lyndon Budai, we say good morning to you. We trust that you're having a good day today. Hey, how you wake up? I wake up like this. You wake up so. All right.
You have all the bellies listening to you, man. My goodness.
That's
my
right.
goodness.
That's right.
That's right. So we are here. We are here live from Little Belize Restaurant. And guys, we want you to know that if you want to advertise within this 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
That's right.
prime time on A Wake Up Like This, just give us a call. You can hit me up on Facebook under A Wake Up Like This or Mr. Will Johnson, Radio Belize Mix.
That's right.
Lorna Smith. Just hit us up and your advertisement, promote your business or event can be heard so many times throughout this
program.
session
That's right.
here.
Between 11 and 1 o'clock.
Between 11
and we do this
1.
every other Saturday, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And we also can travel to your location.
That's right.
You could pay with it under your location.
There you go.
And we will come to your location.
Yep.
All right.
We're mobile.
Is that correct?
We'll set up in a minute. We'll be on the air on Facebook, on Radio Belize Mix around the world.
Around the world. So just let us know. Give us a call. Hit us up on Facebook, or and we will.
And you're not limited to Belizeans in our
Oh,
country.
absolutely not.
No,
We're talking about
international.
worldwide.
I have folks calling me from Barbados, Jamaica in the middle of the night.
International.
That's right.
Fantastic.
And sometimes, like, I would go to different locations. I was in Chicago, and I went to Garifuna flavor, and we do our thing, you know. So we can go wherever. All right. So a few announcements, real quick, you guys. We're having another old school jam, you guys. We're having another old school jam here. Punta Ton Management is in the house, and we're putting it down again with another old school jam, and that's going to be on...
That's right. Let's see. It's happening and it's going down. Let's see. When is it going to be happening?
May 27th.
May 27th, right here at Little Belize Restaurant upstairs.
Yes.
That's right. And you can get your tickets at Belizean Paradise, also at Sea Breeze Restaurant, at Little Belize, and at or you can call Miss Jean Dawson, and her telephone number is 323-757-8842. Let me repeat that for you slowly. 323-757-8842. Donation is only $10. If you start saving $1 for today, you're going clear.
Only
and
$10.
You neglected to mention the exact location, 217 Nutwood in the wonderful city of Englewood, where
That's
so
right.
many things are happening. There's a massive revival taking place in Englewood.
That's right. That's
what
right.
a strategic location you guys have here.
Thank
Congratulations.
You, thank you.
Yeah.
We will have DJ Easy P is going to be inside the mix. DJ No Side and DJ Night Rider is going to be in the mix.
All right, I'm going to have you guys on my show next, so I'm coming for you guys, DJs. And we're also going to get some other DJs in the house here pretty soon. We're going to work on the other things, and we're going to get more of our DJs to tune in.
This is what I like about the show, all right? You never know what we're coming up with next, and so we leave it for you. You're in suspension all the time, you know?
Yes.
So we're going to be having some DJs. We have artists. We have people who dance. We have so many different people who comes here. We have liars who comes here. Oh, my goodness. Doctors who comes here. Oh.
Right, and we also have some other dance coming up that we're going to get to. But right now, I know, David, we got to do this real quick because I know Mr. Fred got to go, and then we're gonna get back into to a few more minutes with
That's right.
With Junior.
So tell us what's going to be happening right now.
Basically, what's happening here is, you know, this gentleman right here, for all the great works that the work
Mr.
that
Johnson.
the work that he's been doing, we awarded him. You know, sometimes it's nice to say thank you. We appreciate you, Will, for everything that you've done.
Thank you very much.
So he was at the International Red Carpet, and he received his award from Mr. Fred Dixon and Marcus B. And also, Mr. Junior Francis was one of our awardees also.
Right.
But he was not able to make it due to some very
So we're going to do that today.
Yeah, I had to attend the funeral. My stepmother.
So his stepmother
ran
passed
off to
away.
Zion.
So today we're going to salute you,
Thanks.
Mr. Francis, for all the hard work that you put into the international community, especially the Belizean community.
Yes.
And you've been around for decades. So
yes,
anyone
I feel
that
like a dinosaur, but thanks for the compliment.
anyone that don't know Mr. Francis need to know Mr. Francis, because his personality is fun, and we love you, and we will salute you by giving you this wonderful award from the International Red Carpet Affair.
Right, I want to say.
So right here, guys, you guys just join me. Please welcome once again Mr. Junior Francis and Mr. Fred Dixon from Mars Restaurant.
And we go way back.
Yes.
You might
Yes.
We go way back.
Yes, this is my MC, my hero.
This is the perfect.
Let me tell you something about Junior Francis that I like, and I think why he's one of the most requested MC in the area. He, as an entertainer, and when I used to entertain, the person that really psyched me up was my MC, okay? And especially when he does it in such a way, he's not trying to steal the show. He makes me look good and makes me want to get on stage and perform. And in turn, we all salute him. So he rises first.
Hey!
Even though there were times when I didn't like working with you because you would bow out and let me take charge, and I was always uncomfortable, but thanks.
you know, I learned how to step aside when there's someone that can do the job better.
Thanks. Thanks.
All
compliments are wonderful.
This is from the city of Los Angeles. It reads, in recognition of your service to the people of Los Angeles, your dedication of heart and hand to the need of friends, neighbors, and fellow members of our society. This certificate is a measure of your devotion of service to the people. This certification is presented to Mr. Junior Francis, Red Carpet, by the Red Carpet Affair, Caribbean style, versatile entertainment, and elegant flair dances. And it's signed by Herb J. Wesson, Jr., President of the Los Angeles City Council.
Wow,
please give him a big round of applause.
You guys went that far. You know, this
David.
I'm accepting this on behalf of all the people who in Los Angeles who I stood on their back to get to where I am, because I didn't do this alone. All my friends and relatives and all the MCs and the singers. And of course, my ancestors who didn't get a chance to go to school, didn't get a chance to come to America, you know, and explore. So I really and truly and sincerely dedicate this to all the ancestors who died on the slave ship. And in particular, my grandmother. My grandmother used to work 24/7 just to make sure we had food to eat. And I was able to come to America because of my grandmother and my mother and all the wonderful people who have helped me. Papa Curly, I can't leave him out. They said, you're going to work
Papa
the big
Curly,
stage. And there were some
calling him
wonderful
out too.
MC, but they said, I want you on the big stage. Yes, indeed.
Woo!
And to all my friends. And Lorna, of course, for your thoughtfulness.
So, world out there, Facebook world and the world in general, please once again give Junior Francis a big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Right. Congratulations.
And on that note,
much appreciation.
That's lovely.
For your dedication to the empowerment and entertain the community as a radio personnel and as an international event host. Congratulations, from the International Red Carpet Affair 2017 Outstanding Achievement Awards presented to Mr. Junior Francis.
Usually,
All right.
I see people get these things on television.
You never got one?
Really. Again, really and truly thanks for the
That is
thoughtfulness.
really nice.
Yeah, it takes a lot of thought and care and love.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
It shows the love, and I'm expressing my appreciation. You didn't have to think about me. There are other people in this town who have done some wonderful work. And so, really and truly, I want to thank you. And I say this in no small terms.
Congratulations.
Yes, indeed, sir.
That's right, and we're proud of you, and we know you're going to be doing a whole lot more.
Oh, my work has just begun.
Yeah, we want to thank the
Yes.
International Red Carpet Affair.
Yes.
You want one, Dave?
We want to thank the city of Los Angeles.
Wow.
And of course, we want to thank
All right.
Mr. Dave and Miss Lorna for being so considerate and
Indeed.
making sure that people
Dave
who
and Lorna.
need to be recognized are recognized right here.
And it shows the importance of us acknowledging each other and not wait for somebody up in Hollywood to
Right.
acknowledge us.
Not only that, they say no wait. They say in Creole, don't wait till a man dead for tell her he good.
That's a even
That
more
is the truth.
wonderful
That's
and
the true
powerful.
thing.
Thanks, sir. Don't wait till a man is dead. Just send him flowers.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Oh. Well, guys, thank you so much again for taking the time out, Mr. Dixon. Thank you for coming down.
I had no idea why friend was here. I had no idea.
Thank you. You're the best.
So friend,
You're
I
the
didn't know
best.
you're here for a reason, man.
You're the best.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, yes, yes.
Thanks.
And that's Mr.
Yes.
That's the owner of the International.
I work with him too.
Yes.
Oh, many shows.
So that is awesome. You know, like I said, give credit where credit is due. All right. Say thank you whenever you can. All right. So let's try to unite and love everyone, you guys.
Especially now.
Especially
in
so,
these frightening times.
Before we wrap it up, we got 2 more minutes with Mr. Francis. We have a guest in the house that want to say something to Mr. Junior Francis. Sally.
That's right.
Sally,
Come on here.
We
We
want
need
her
to
to say
talk to her.
something to Mr. Junior real quick.
That's right.
Yes.
So come and stand right beside
Over
Mr.
here.
Junior Francis. Come and stand right beside him. Will you? Thank you.
Yes. And you never know who is in the house that see you
Marlene.
somewhere. Look at this right here. She want to say something to Mr. Francis.
I just want to say to Mr. Francis that I appreciate all the work he does at the Dove Club in Echo Park on Glendale Boulevard because they have reggae night every Wednesday night. Sometimes they have artists, sometimes it's just in-house people, but Junior Francis keeps it rolling all the time.
Fred?
He big ups all the artists, just like this Wednesday night is Waterhouse's birthday, and I know they're going to big up him, and he'll be the one to keep it going
Yes,
like
Marlene,
he always
thanks.
does.
Yes, thanks, Marlene.
Always
Thanks for your kind
there.
words. Thanks for your
Always.
kind words. Thanks for your kind
Yes.
words.
This is one for his
And we
memory book.
appreciate him.
For his memory
Everybody
book.
there
Definitely.
appreciates him.
Yeah, thanks. Wonderful.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you,
indeed.
Moms. Thank you so much.
That's right.
Thank you, too.
So Junior, you have no idea sometimes who is in the corner looking.
I'm starting to realize that now.
That's right. And it's very important that you know, like what you said a little bit earlier, carry yourself in a certain way that
Yes.
people simply just respect you and appreciate you.
Yes, and I'm learning. It's a learning process.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And of course, the appreciation here too. You know, that cannot be ignored.
Thank you so
But there's
much.
so many other wonderful people in the community you could have acknowledged. So I'm grateful for singling
welcome.
me
You're
out.
welcome.
But I don't know why you're singling me out, but
And
thanks.
right now, guys, we are just we're doing something a little different here because of the award presentation. But we do thank you for tuning in. We want to say a good morning to Brother Harry in Hattieville and DJ No Side, for giving us some great music. Brother No Side, keep it rolling. Doggy out in Hattieville. We wish you a very blessed day and hope your son, turn around very quickly and get out of that hospital bed, okay?
Oh, somebody's in the hospital?
Yeah, it's one of
Oh.
my artists from the village. His
Yeah.
son has been in an accident,
Right.
so we want
Speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery.
All right. So right now, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here with Mr. Francis, and Is there any questions you guys have? We want you to call in because we have the next lady coming up. She is in charge of the Garifuna International Film Festival, and she's going to be giving away some tickets to that event. So there's a lot of tickets going to be given away. There's Mr. Glenn Flowers in the house, and he have a dance coming up, and he's probably going to give out some tickets. So write this number down so you can call in. Mr. Johnson, what number you want them to call in on?
All right, let them call 310-259-7076. I'm going to repeat that slowly. That's 310-259-7076. Let me take this opportunity once again to congratulate Mr. Francis, and I'm sure that this is just the beginning of all the other accomplishments and achievements you're going to be having, and other awards I'm sure you're going to be getting in the future.
Yes, sir. Thanks very much. Again, I can't say it enough, but thanks. Really and truly from my heart.
You're welcome. And is there any last word you want to say for the upcoming artists or people that's having production out there? Can you just
yeah, especially for artists, you know, see if they can go deeper when they're writing songs, write deeper, write songs for posterity, write songs for generations to come. I don't know how it's done, but I'm not a songwriter. But try to write songs that last for generations.
That's right.
Especially, and work harder for the artists. Come to the shows prepared. Don't use the stage as a place of rehearsal, but come rehearse and be prepared. It makes a lot of difference for the artists and writers. Write deeper, write bigger, rehearse more.
I like that. Rehearsal, you guys. Write your song to the best of your knowledge, or get a writer. Get someone to write your music, because I know a lot of artists write their own and it doesn't go as deep as
and sometimes you're better off singing a Bob Marley song.
Right. And then we also like them to get into the best studios to bring out quality work.
Exactly.
Right. So
especially now.
World, we are at the end of our conversation and our congratulations and our salute.
Wow, I'm just warming up, but thanks.
With the I know this is what he does, you guys, but we cannot go forever because we have some more guests. He said he's just warming up. I'm sorry, we have to cut you short.
That's all right. I'll come again.
But we appreciate
even without
you. Got to come back.
I'll be back.
You got to come back. You got to come back. So
yes,
I want you to help me say thank you, and you're here on
I Wake Up Like This.
Indeed.
You're listening to Freda Sideroff Mix. We're joined by Miss Elaine Smith Proby, also by Mr. Morris, by Lionel Morris. Good morning. We trust you enjoyed your Saturday so far. Miss Ellen Flowers, top of the morning to you. And of course, you're listening to Wake Up Like This with Queen Lorna and your humble servant, Bill Johnson. And we have another special guest this morning. Go ahead with Queen Lorna.
Hi,
please.
good morning once again. You're
good morning,
on my
good morning,
hot
good morning.
seat, Mr. Flowers.
That's me.
Hey, Glenn, how are you?
Just fine, and yourself?
You're doing your thing. You guys doing your thing, huh?
We're trying our best, man.
That high tension band.
Oh,
they
yeah,
was
oh,
they
yeah.
they like, we are not gonna stay in the garage. We are not.
We are coming out.
We are coming out, and I need you guys to come out, okay? Because he's here to tell you once again that they having another little fundraiser dance here for Mother's Day.
That's right.
Is that
That's
right?
That's so right.
So holla
Yeah.
to the people, my dear.
All right, good morning, all. I'm the lead singer for High Tension, Glenn Flowers at your service, and I want y'all to come out and see what we're about. Because we got a news show. You got a message for all of you.
Right.
Only way you can hear it, you got to come and see us live.
Bigger and better, right?
You got that right. We
Bigger
will
and
not-
better. For those of you who was here at the last one, know that it was a lot of fun. And from then, you know, they got a lot bigger and they got a lot better.
That's
so,
right. That's right.
So this event will be held on
May 13th, a week from today, exactly. And it'll be right here, Bombay Lounge in Little Belize.
1 week from today, right here at Bombay Lounge, Little Belize Restaurant. And donation is only
$15.
$15, you guys. $15. So come on out May 13th. I know there's a lot of events going on for Mother's Day because there's several Belizean events going on that day. But we know there's a lot of people for every event.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So what special, what's different can we look forward to on the 13th?
Yeah, well, you see, first of all, I know you all are curious. When you hear a new band, you wonder, so a new band, what are they bringing that is different from the other band? There's only one way to find out. You come on down, I'm telling you. You'll feel a Belize in you like you never left. We already at Little Belize restaurant. We're already at Little Belize. We party here. You come down here and you feel the difference. Okay, we bring in live, emotional, everything's coming to you. You're going to feel the effect, I promise you.
That's right, that's
all
right.
Promise you, just come and see us.
And you guys have it all mixed in. You guys have the young artists, you got the old artists, and you got the in-between. I mean, my friend on the drums, I mean, he's been around for decades, you know. And I like the little young, what's his name? Dunkerman's son.
Yeah.
So you guys have it all mixed in.
Oh yeah, that's what I say. People are curious and we will surprise you all. Come on, I mean, we're new, but listen, we have a lot of rehearsal and practice time on our belt, and when you point your finger at us, we will deliver. Come on, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a great time. Come on down and enjoy us.
Right.
All right.
You know, and there's also another dance that you guys have coming up, featuring the one and only Michael Wagner. And I don't have the date on that one.
Yeah, that's it.
per se.
17th of June. That's Father's Day.
June 17th.
June 17th. Father's Day at Egyptian Temple. We'll be performing there.
Okay.
So
okay, nice.
that'd be interesting. But I know you come see us next week. I guarantee you come back 17th. We're gonna give you something to make you want to come back too.
All right,
You understand?
there you have it, guys. On May 13th, right here, Bombay Lounge, Little Belize Restaurant. Come and support our bands, the High Tension Band, making good music.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And they will entertain you, so come on down, okay?
That's right. You be home, away from home.
Do they have tickets or they pay at the door?
They have tickets and they can pay at the door
All
also.
right.
It's just the same price all
Get
the way
your
to-
ticket. Get your tickets in advance, okay?
Yeah.
Get your ticket,
And-
and we'll see you on the 13th. Is there any other last word?
Well, if you want tickets, I don't know if they have put it on the flyer or not, but you can contact myself at 562-209-7013. Glenn Flowers again. And I'll be more than happy to accommodate, just like we will when the band strikes up.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you for coming out and promote that event because it's really necessary to let the people know what you guys have in store for them.
I understand. And
All
thank
right.
you for having us, and we won't let you down. Promise.
No, of course not.
You gonna-
Never.
we coming-
You guys
we-
are really good.
We're coming real hard, I'm telling you.
You coming real? You hear that? They're coming real hard. World,
That's right.
come on out May 13th, right here, Bombay Lounge, Little Belize. The high tension band with the lead singer right here.
That's right.
Right here, right here. And he is no joke, you guys.
That's right. Will not disappoint. Come on, I'm telling
No.
you.
Spread the word. All righty.
All right, thanks
Thank
for having
you
me.
so much. Yay! All right, all right. This is fun, you guys. Good morning, good morning.
We're gonna jam tonight, all night long. We're gonna jam tonight. We're gonna jam tonight, you and I.
All right, we want to say good morning here to Luz Delgado, who just joined us, Lyndon Woodice Particles by Lal Morris. Once again, good morning. And that's right, it's right here on Radio Belize Mix, a Wake Up Like This, live from Little Belize Restaurant. And who is next on
Oh, my Lord. Who is next?
Oh, look
a
who
lovely
is
lady
here, all
in
dressed up
white.
and looking good. That's
Looking
right.
so cute. Can I get a picture of this? Where is my camera, guys? I wake up. How you wake up, girl?
She wake up right so.
Girl, you wake up beautiful. Looking great, looking awesome. And this lovely, it's gloomy, but it's still beautiful. The sun is shining, especially this right here. Woo, woosa. Hello, hello, hello. And I don't know where my camera is, but I'm hoping someone have it to get a picture of this. Oh, it's over here. Sandy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Can we get a picture of this beautiful attire and this beautiful lady, lovely lady here? So just hold it down. Yes, this is a special morning. One more, Mr. Johnson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so. Hey, hey, hey.
I just have to play this before we introduce this beautiful woman right here.
Look at my mama, look at mama, go mama, hey, go mama. Yay. What to say, what to say, what to say? One more time. Yeah.
So it's good to have her on with us here on A Wake Up Like This. Good morning, Will Johnson. Pleasure to meet you. That's right. We need to get.
That's good morning.
Biti Binafi. That's right.
Biti Binafi.
All right, I just learned a word today. Biti Binafi.
Biti Binafi.
Binafi. All right. I got it.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. All right. So anyhow, good morning, world. Good morning. And we are here on A Wake Up Like This.
Yes, that's right.
With the lovely and the founder of
the Garifuna International Film Festival.
Coming up when?
May the 12th through the 27th.
May 12th through the 27th, guys. And trust me, I've been to a couple of them, and it's amazing. I mean, so you're going to have to go. And that number that we gave you earlier today, I hope you still have it, because she's going to give away some tickets to the event. And first of all, Miss Freda,
Yes, Mom.
You know we're having difficulty pronouncing your last name, so my producer over here said, "How you say her last name?" I said, "Let her say it," because I wake up, sir, and I say anything will come out, and they have to correct me.
So let me hear you say it.
Oh Lord, she want me spelling name, but anyway.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
She named the Sideroff.
Sideroff. Sideroff.
Lord have mercy.
I told you, don't let me say it. Oh, wait. Let me try it one more time. Side of off. That's how it's spelled.
Very close.
Sideoff.
So
right?
it would be Sid off.
Sideroff.
Sideroff.
Okay, I have to do my tongue, you guys. Miss Freda Sideroff.
Hello.
Is in the house.
Thank you very much. It's
All
a pleasure
right.
to be here.
Welcome. So, Miss Freda, I know a lot of us see you around the community, for me to, just to speak on their behalf, they don't know who you are. So, can you tell these people exactly who Freda is, where Freda came from, what part of Belize she's from, and what you have in store for us with this Garifuna Film Festival?
So I was born in the town of Punta Gorda in Belize. I migrated to the States in about 1978, 79.
Ooh, PG gal like me.
Hello.
I like PG boy, PG gal.
Okay,
There you
now.
go.
Okay, now.
Now he could broke it,
Hello. I'm a mother, wife.
Right.
The founder and producer of the Garifuna International Film Festival.
For how many years?
This is our 6th year.
6th year, you guys. Anyone here heard about this? Do you heard about this? You did, right. But there's a lot of us that still haven't queued in to your festival.
Correct.
So I need some detailed information because, first of all, I'm going to tell you what I thought when I hear the title of the festival,
Garifuna.
I thought it was just Garifuna descendants that can participate in this event. And then you also uses the word indigenous. And so I have to cue in more into it because off the top of it, that's what the regular people are hearing. And maybe that's why a lot of us haven't tuned in to this, which is a very good event because these artists, that makes and it's just for shorts film, right? Short.
No.
No? Okay.
So the Garifuna International Film Festival focuses on the preservation of indigenous cultures from around the globe.
Okay.
So what that means for us is that all indigenous cultures are included. Filmmakers, whether or not you are Garifuna, you're welcome. And many from around the globe have submitted their films.
Okay.
We'll be screening close to 30 films this year, which is a tremendous,
It's nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
it's growing, you guys. It's getting bigger and bigger. And if you're a writer and that's your field, you need to contact Freda to get into this, into her event.
Yes, please submit.
And how do they go about being a part of it? And how long, if you have a short, how long is a short when you call a short?
Well, a short can be as short as 2-3 minutes, but the shortest that we have that's being submitted, that has been submitted this year is 6 minutes. And it is a Garifuna documentary.
Okay, so we do have some Belizean participants.
Yes. For example, in the past, Clyde Gillett, when we first presented the film festival, I think in our first year was when I met Clyde.
Right.
And Clyde's film/documentary
Right,
was
I remember.
actually included.
Okay.
And so and this was after he had received his award as the best documentary or best film at the Belize International Film Festival.
Right. So, but we want a lot more of Belizean.
You know what we want all of those within our the Belizean cultural community to to participate, whether you're a writer, if you've never conceived of the idea of even writing a film or shooting a film, that we create the foundation where the intention, the seeds are planted for you to be able to have that vision. So I must say that in the city of Los Angeles, state of California, that May the 26th is Garifuna Film Day.
And that was one of my questions, that was officially given.
It's an official proclamation signed by former Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa with every single council member.
Nice, nice, nice.
And so that is a very important recognition that we're to hold on to and to be able to celebrate. Here we are, for example, yesterday we just celebrated Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
The seeds were planted for it to become a national recognized holiday. And here we are every time in the month of May. Look, we're celebrating the Hispanic heritage.
Cinco de
This
Mayo.
is a wonderful thing, and seeds are also being planted to be able to hopefully nationalize Garifuna settlement or Creole settlement,
right?
A la Vida One.
A la
Didn't
Vida
we wake
One.
up like this?
Yeah, wake up so, gal. Yeah, wake up so. So now, what would you do to kind of like make this month so rich in the culture? I mean, because I know in May it's just what else is happening in May as far as the Belizean culture? Just your film festival, right?
Well,
or there was other events.
So technically the kickoff begins in April. April the 12th is the remembrance of the arrival of the Garinagu into the island of into Roatan, Honduras. And this was after they were exiled from Urume, from Baliso.
The history is so deep.
You know, so this year we are remembering the Holocaust of the Garifuna, because there was one in spite of what it is that we may believe.
Right. Wow, this is very interesting. So your event, okay, so first of all, tell them your location of your events, because there's several different locations that you're having something, right?
So beginning May the 12th, which kicks off our film festival, it begins on May the 12th at the Electric Lodge, I think 1416 Electric Avenue in Venice, California.
In Venice, okay.
On May the 27th, which is like the Ambassador of Music Awards, we'll be presenting that at the Egyptian Temple in Los Angeles.
Right, and it's good that you mentioned that, because in the house we have the one and only ambassador,
music ambassador, yes.
From last year, right?
Yes.
Right.
And know that him being inducted last year doesn't end there. He will continue to be our cultural ambassador of music.
That's big. That's big.
Well, you know what? It's huge, because who else to elevate but to feel elevated by your people pushing you into the forefront of being a recognized international artist, which he already is.
Yes. So that is
Asiatic.
Great. And yes, we're talking about the one and only Aziatic is in the house. He's coming up next. So there you have it, you guys. So it's 3 packed days. 3
or
4 days.
6 days.
6 days.
6 days of events.
Wow.
Screening close to 30 films.
Right.
Films and documentaries, features as well as shorts. Opening film being Wayunagu, where Garifuna is strongly presented. It's a Garifuna featured by written by a Garifuna writer.
Nice.
Angel Valerio. And our closing film is called Walking While Black, Love is the Answer by A.J. Ali. And, you know.
You got some great stuff.
Yeah, so we have some amazing.
Let me ask you this, because, you know, I am curious. I'm just curious, just as my audience and everybody else. So once these people participate in these and submit these short film into your thing, and they chosen you chose a winner, or where do they go from there? Where do they go from there?
So a part of what it is that the Garifuna Film Festival do for other filmmakers is to be able to, it creates a foundation, creates a spotlight. And these filmmakers who have submitted from around the world have the opportunity where they ordinarily wouldn't to be included as official selections into our film festival. Those who receive awards is just an additional icing on the cake, which means that any other festivals or any other events, whether they are applying for a grant or can say we received an award, whether it's for example, like Lubaron, which was documented in Nicaragua and Honduras, was our Garifuna Heritage Award winner last year. To have that recognition is gold. To have the recognition is gold. Your official selection, your awards. Look, it's a branding and it's golden. So ensure that that you use your title, that you use your recognition of awards, etc.
Right, and one of you're bringing your for the Belizean people that say that your stuff is away from the community, you're bringing it to them this year, right? You are so good. You're bringing. I know I'm bringing it in a need for travel to things where no one go to. So you're bringing it closer into the community. One of the events.
So last year we hosted our awards ceremony
in Beverly Hills.
In Beverly Hills. And this year, with love and pride, I am bringing it home to where our people are, to Los Angeles, to the Egyptian temple. So bringing it local to home, and
I thought Beverly Hills was local. I thought Beverly Hills was up the street. Sally, you feel me? You feel me? I thought Beverly Hills was up the street, and they're complaining about that's too far,
okay.
Guys. Come on.
Hello, guys. Hello.
I know.
Let's stop. A part of what is important is that if we're being told that to come home. Home. And so bringing the film festival home into LA where everyone lives is in the best interest of those who are interested in attending.
That's right.
And so we invite you to join us in supporting the Garifuna International Film Festival along with the Ambassador of Music Awards. Find us at www.garifunafilmfestival.com.
All right, well, that is a good thing that you're doing, Freda. Don't pay me no mind. I'm just crazy, and crazy can be. But you know what? It's a good thing that you're doing, and then we will know, who are the supporters. And it's right here off of Crenshaw.
Yes, indeed.
All right, and we want everyone to come out and support. It's a great thing, you guys. You come through. There is entertainment. Who is your entertainer this year?
So our entertainers, being of course our ambassador of music, Asiatic, will be present. We have Little June.
Oh, okay.
We have Ideal.
You have Gooey again?
And Gooey.
That's
back
right.
Back it up. We always appreciate the support of Gooey, who will be joining us once again this year. Who am I forgetting?
If she forget anyone, you guys, it's not intentional. We just getting an idea of who is going to be there. This is not official flyer or anything, all right? So, you think you may have everyone right now?
Yeah.
But just come on out and see. If she doesn't, If she didn't tell us,
if I
because it's a
didn't mention
surprise.
anyone, it isn't intentional. But we're excited and looking forward to having all of our music ambassadors be recognized, and it's going to be very special.
And you better give a shout out to your wonderful husband.
Hello, Dr. Sideroff, my love. You know I love you, honey. Thank you so much for your support.
Big support, big
yes,
support.
and all of our supporters in the past, through the years, our dignitaries, council members, senators, and you know.
Is this going to be covered live on the radio or television, TV,
we're
streaming?
hoping that you'll be joining us.
You know?
Since you're asking.
I'm just asking because the media is important and folks tend to forget it sometimes.
That's right.
But that's how we get exposure. Recently, the JPs were recognized. And because I covered it live,
Yes.
the world got to know about it.
Most
It's
definitely.
a little bit of money, but it's nothing
So
big.
we're inviting you. We're inviting you. Please join us, Radio Belize Mix.
We're going to say, what did he say? A little bit of money, but it's nothing big.
Yes,
big.
yes, yes.
Yes.
But the result
just
is
in
huge.
case.
Yes,
The
yes,
result
I
is always
understand.
huge.
So please join us.
And please get your advertisement going so that the world can hear about this film festival. And this
Absolutely.
number one radio station right here, Radio Belize Mix, can get it to the world. So you can talk to Mr. Johnson on that. So
Done.
That's
so
right. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but it's important that media is always important to get the word out, because sometimes we think that within our community but it's like this. No, we can go beyond borders, especially with today's day. Today, on Facebook, on radio, and all that stuff there with social media, it goes beyond, and so people can hear from all over the
because
world.
a lot of
Not
people
true,
is
Mr.
not on
Johnson.
Facebook.
That's right.
A lot of people is not on Facebook. We still have to go to the old-fashioned way. Because when I promote, I still mail out. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people is not in tune with today's
A lot of folks
technology.
right now watching the show on Facebook, but there's a lot of folks who are driving, listening to the show as
They're
we speak.
listening, yeah.
You know, because they can't watch, but they can listen while they drive, and so that's important. But I'm glad that you mentioned all this so that folks know we have big things going on.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So
Thank you so much for having me Wake Up Like This and Mr. Radio
no problem.
Belize Mix.
We're going to give a little music, and we're going to get a few more words from the lovely Miss Freda.
Garifuna for life. And if you're proud to be Garifuna, make some noise. Let's do a new beginning. Lil Chula Buddha Show alongside Rhythm Bada. Hey, esa Digi Rigida. Esa Digi Dodo. Esa Ederina Gegeo. Kayebi.
We're joined by Mr. Ruben Magana. Good morning, Mr. Ruben. Ms. Dorla Palacio, Boyt Benafi, good morning. We're taking time to send out a big shout out to our folks in Honduras, in Guatemala, to the Garifuna community around the world. St. Baite, Placencia.
Miss Roby is in the house.
Barranco.
Step girl.
You got the move. Bomba.
Bomba. What they say bomba, what it mean? I said, what they say bomba, what it mean? Just happy? When they say bomba, what they mean? Happy? Bomba. She said she don't know.
Papi.
Hey.
So once again, let me ask you the dates for these again, just if you can just go over the dates. Go ahead.
So May the 12th,
May the 12th.
13th.
That's right around the corner. That's
Yes,
Friday.
next we are a week away.
Yeah.
So May the 12th, 13th, 20th, 21st, 26th, and 27th. So those are the days of our event.
Excellent.
Right,
And we're hosting on weekends, making it possible, hopefully, for there to be no excuses.
Right, for those who
so
are working during the
weekends
week,
being
it's
like
so-
family time.
Right.
That please bring your
That's
families,
better.
please bring the children. There's so much to learn about each other, from each other. This is a platform. So I must mention that on May the 13th, that we'll be hosting a symposium. This symposium focuses on immigration.
Okay, okay.
And so many questions, and, you know, come to participate. You're invited.
All right, all right.
What about the tickets that we're giving away?
That's the hardest thing to get people to call in. So
that's not a problem because I can always do it during the week. I can get on the radio and take care of that for you. So that's all. We have folks who are listening right now. Saturday, the Belizeans still have bad style. Someone is still asleep, right? While someone have to, they don't like cook Saturday, so. But during the week we get their attention, no problem. We'll take care of that.
That's right.
Place to eat here.
Of
course.
Yeah, but you know, we still have a lot of stuff. So once again, you guys are hearing from the lovely Freda Sideroff. And she and just tell them a little bit about the mission and the vision of your thing.
Yeah, the mission is to support the preservation of not only the Garifuna culture, but to include supporting the preservation of the cultures of our brothers and sisters. We are more alike than we are different.
All right.
You know, many of us have shared experiences, but until you take the time to be able to look each other in the eyes, you know, which is the place we fall in love from, you know, we won't know that, you know, it's the place where our hearts open.
Right. So there you have it, you guys. We just been united.
That's right.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
That's right, you guys. And now you know her. This is Miss Freda Sideroff.
Freda Sideroff.
Sideroff. And when you see her in the street, just say hello. And we want to see you at the Garifuna one more time.
International Film Festival. And thank you all for your support. Hey, Ronnie Figueroa with the Garifuna American Heritage Foundation. Thank you so much for your support all these years. There are many supporters, but one love.
Right, and you can find her also on Facebook under the
under Dabuyaba. But Garifuna International Film Festival.
All right, guys. We thank you once again and welcome, and we thank you for taking the time out to come on.
Thank you very much for having me.
I wake up
like this.
right, coming up next, the one and only Asiatic. Right here on Radio Belize Mix on I Wake Up Like This, live from Little Belize Restaurant, where you can get delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good morning, Miss Proby. Miss Laverne. Your mouth full. Heavy. Come, Miss Lerna. A very pleasant good morning, good morning. That's right, I wake up like this and you're listening to the music of the one and only Asiatic. Yeah, my good old buddy, a legend. That's right, I have known this gentleman for a long time now.
I really?
And he's one of my favorite artists, even though I haven't told him that in person.
That's right.
I'm his big supporter right here.
Wait.
Good morning, Asiatic.
Good morning. He's one of my secret artists, you know. I just be like, did I ever tell you, man, I like that song? I like that song. All right. Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, everyone.
I've been trying to get him on this show now for a very long time. His inbox must be full.
Well,
I says, you know what? I'm not giving up. You gotta give me an answer.
Yeah, she was, the last time she made sure I had to respond and had to respond the way she wanted me to respond.
That's right. You gotta give me an answer, guys. I don't give up that easily. So
no, it was just conflicts in my schedule, you know. Like my kids and all this stuff has been going on with volleyball, and you know they're into sports, so it's like it's really bad.
Yeah.
Saturdays are really bad.
The Saturday morning game. So let me get my notes, guys, because
oh man, look like you got a whole lot of questions over there. You make me nervous.
His I know. His bio is a book, you guys. His bio is a book. So before I get into Asiatic, I want to welcome you guys once again here. We're here at Little Belize Restaurant, right here in Inglewood, California. And we have Miss Probies here in the house. And if you haven't done your taxes and you filed an extension, don't let it sit there. Get your taxes out of the office. So call Probies Tax and Accountant at 323-290-9034. Is that correct? That's right. I know. I've been working. Sometimes I just want to block out that accounting thing out of my mind because I'm so tired of paperwork and you know. So sometimes I get that out. So anyway, Probies Tax and Accounting. Also DJ No Side for your entertainment pleasure. Call DJ No Side. And we are here.
Yeah, I just want to do this real quickly,
yes.
Ms. Lorna, because usually these shows, when we do them live,
yes.
some folks don't get to see them live because they are busy,
driving.
they're doing something, but it stays on Facebook, and by the time the nighttime comes, you see so much viewers have seen it. So and that's when they be still thinking it's live, and they be saying, "Will, can you do this? Can you do that?" No, folks, we're live, but when it stays on Facebook, you still can see it. But I want to in advance thank you for watching and listening to I Wake Up Like This. I just wanted to do that.
Right, and we have one of my big supporters just joined us in there. Thank you, Roy Turner. He said, "Great show."
All right.
Hey.
So this is one of your songs too. Chiquiticola?
Yes, I picked some of these tunes right here.
Asiatic, I got in my inbox. I want you to play this song for me because it's one of my favorite. I said, yes, ma'am, but I don't have it.
Well, there it is. I mean, this is one of the, this was definitely a hit right here.
That was a hit, right?
Yeah,
that was
it definitely was.
I mean, see, because I guess because of the dancing and the teaching, and I listened to the beats and I listened to stuff. As soon as I turned that on, I said, that's it.
You know what make this song one of the a lot of people's favorite songs is the fact that the drumming on this song has like one of the best drumming ever recorded. And I'm not saying it because it's my song, but I mean, if you listen to the drums in this song, it's like it has such a presence, yet it's not overbearing and it's not overpowering the music.
Real nice.
Everybody loved the track on this, the drumming
nice.
on this song.
It's
Who did the drumming on this song?
That's Q.
Q.
Yeah.
All right. Famous Q.
Yeah. Q on drums.
Yeah, he's dodging me, you know. I've been trying to get him on my show.
Yeah? Well, I'll capture him for you.
Yeah. I'm a catch him though. I don't give up that easily, you know. So basically,
you ain't lying.
Yeah, he's gonna come on. So basically, Aziatic, we want to thank you for all the many years of music. And I was looking at some of your videos when he was such a young thing.
It's still young.
Well, yesterday?
Yeah, with all the crazy hair going this way and that way, making music back in the days. And I want you to talk to your people because basically they see you out there doing your thing. Some of us know you well. Some of us like, who is that? You know. And I like the fact that you're versatile. You know, your music. That you doesn't do this a lot, but I think right now you're starting to do it. You're starting to do that paranda style, and it take me back to Andy Palacio style of music. And when I listen to some of the music, that's why I send you that one, Sandy. I'm like, this boy can sing.
I mean,
sure.
I mean, he can sing, but I'm not seeing that too much.
Well, what happened is, I mean, to be honest, I've always included Paranda songs on my albums, but then again, it's always the punta that becomes the number one hit somewhere. And you know, speaking of Paranda, as a matter of fact, I just got back from Hopkins from doing the Paranda Fest, the annual Paranda Fest they have in Hopkins, which it's just amazing. You know, it was a bunch of artists on there. We had Aurelio, Lloyd, Reckless. Ideal was on the show. It was a bunch of just great artists, you know.
Wow.
And
we need to check that
Sea
out.
Wells. Yeah, it's every year. And so I just got back from that, and I actually included a lot of my Paranda songs that I never sing. Because again, normally when I do a show, the majority of my songs on my list are punta songs, and I might do maybe 2 or 3 Paranda songs. And being that this was a Paranda Fest, I was asked to do mostly, well, all Paranda except for one. I was able to do one punta at the end. And I was like, wow, like now I have to go back to my my repertoire and find these songs that I never perform because I never sing them. It's like, I mean, everybody always tells me, hey, you should sing this song. And to be honest with you, those are like my favorite songs. Are the Paranda songs. They're more slower. They have more feeling and emotion, you know. And
that's
so
what I like.
Yeah, and I enjoy them more. So yeah, so I'm glad that you appreciated those Paranda songs.
Right. So here we're gonna play something right now.
I have to say that I have heard so many different renditions of this song, but favorite rendition. And not because you're Aziatic and my friend, but because I am a musician, and I know for a fact when I hear a real good rendition of a song, not putting down the rest, but I'm saying that's my personally, I prefer this rendition.
Right, and I trust his judgment. When Will say it's okay, I'm like, all right, although I'm strong-minded, no, I don't want that, but it's okay. All right, it's okay. So.
I appreciate that. And again, it goes back to what I was saying. When you're able to slow that music down, you can put a lot of emotion into it. You can put feeling into it. You can use instruments to create that mood, the atmosphere of whatever it is you're trying to explain to someone through song, through lyric. It just creates that mood. It's just beautiful to me.
Right, and I think that you had an album way back. I'm not sure what year this album came out, but you call it 96X for some reason.
Jam 96. That was my first album.
But you had a lot of good hits on that album. I'm not sure if you brought any of those back recently, but I mean, listening to some of these songs, this is where I'm finding all this stuff from. And
Jam 96, to be honest, okay, I don't really bring songs back, to be honest. I'm not one to redo songs. But Jam 96 was my first album. That was my breakthrough album. And yeah, it definitely was the album that propelled me to the top. We had Jam, Huya, we had songs like Chiquiticola, the one with the drums, and we did Jam 96, the title song. And we just had, to be honest, it wasn't a lot of songs on that album. It was really, I think, only about 7 songs. Then I think I ended up putting 2 remixes on it. But it had a really big impact. And he definitely took over Belize at the time. And that was actually how I met Will.
Really?
My first trip to Belize to do a concert, they were taking me doing my rounds at the media rounds. And he was the first person to interview me in Belize ever.
Yep. And I'm going to tell you something. No, I'm going to add my take to it publicly here on Freda Belize Mix and on Facebook. I was at the barber shop. And then this guy put on this cassette at the time.
Cassette, yeah.
That's right. you young folks can't relate to that cassette. And then I heard the beat that was playing was Chiquiticola, the first one that I played. And the first thing out of my mouth was, "Who's that?" He said, "I don't know what this person is." Good. I said, "Is there any way I could get a copy of this song right here?" And he said, Sure, I'll get you a copy that, we always do things like these. When we really want something, we get it, you know what I'm saying? So I took it and I listened to it over and over again, and I fell in love. And not even knowing that I was going to meet the man in person, and then soon he was up there on Friends FM. And it was from there, Jam 96, every single song on Jam 96. Listen to this one.
Which is that one name? I probably got that too. Who? Faye? Oh yeah. Faye? Yeah, I think you got the same taste. I picked that one too.
So if I haven't said it before, is it? Congratulations for keeping up a good job. Even the songs that you do now, artistically they're so has a lot of instrumentation. People don't even listen to all the little the little things. But I pick them up and they're interesting. I love it.
And that's the thing. And that's also becomes a challenge when we're performing live. Because again, when I'm in the studio, I love. It's like Will say, I love to put little things that most people may not even hear it, but if you take it out, you miss it. And especially when the song play that music, I love that song because of the fact that I have so many different things going on in the background, and you won't hear it unless you won't miss it unless it's taken out. And when you perform live, we don't have anybody who's playing all those little things, and so sometimes
there's no comparison right there.
That's why I always say one day I would love to do a show with like an orchestra, because that way we can have the violin and the flutes and the everything that we have as far as instruments.
And I think
we have it playing.
We need to make that happen. So to bring the quality of music in, you got to get paid that you're able to bring all these horns and everybody into making music what it's supposed to, because if that's your music and you go on stage and you do something differently, that's not
That's not the music we are hearing.
Yeah.
You know, on your CD. So I know we jumped the gun and we went to all these nice music here, and we didn't even tell the world that don't know Asiatic exactly who is Asiatic and what part of Belize you're from and all that stuff. Because you have some interesting video about your childhood.
Well, I'm just a fair footboy from Hopkins.
Yeah, what is the son of Hopkins?
Well, I mean, the reason the son of Hopkins came about was, again, you know, when I was looking at all the people on the internet or on flyers, everybody was the king of this or the prince of this or the, you know, whatever names, which is fine, you know. But I don't want to be a son. I mean, no king of anything, you know. And I don't want to be the prince of anything. So I figured this is my village, and that's the place that raised me, made me who I am. And I figured, well, I'm the son of Hopkins, so I think that was fitting for me.
It's catchy.
And
I like it.
And I work with it.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really cue into it until until all of my research here, but I like it.
Yeah.
And you are the son of Hopkins. You know, very respectful. And there's one video where you took us back to your childhood. You know, childhood days. I forgot the name of that video per se.
The DVD was on Uganda. It's on a DVD called Uganda. It's a documentary on myself. Yes, I don't know if you saw the video or you saw a clip, but yeah. So yeah, I'm from Hopkins, and I grew up in Hopkins till about the age of, I want to say 4, maybe, I don't know. And at some point I moved to Dengriga. But even though we lived in Dengriga, because my parents were teachers, so my mom got a job at Dengriga, my dad was still teaching, I believe, in Hopkins at the time. So we would go back to Hopkins every weekend. But during the week, I lived in Dengriga for maybe like a couple of years. Then from there, I moved out here, and I've been out here since.
Yeah, doing your thing to the best. I mean,
trying.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes when I look at artists and stuff like that, you try to wonder what people are thinking, because sometimes when they see you and you're so into yourself, you know what I mean? Back in the days, you know, Asiatic was just, you know, outgoing, but now he got this cool thing about him. Like, I don't know if people would take it like, don't mess with me or not, but you know, he's a friendly individual when you get to know Asiatic, but he's like me sometimes, I'm just into self.
You know what I tell a lot of people is, I mean, because I would say I'm very approachable. People always, like, people who meet me sometimes, they'll say, oh my God, like, I didn't know you were like this or like that. But what happened too is that a lot of people come with perceptions already of you because of who you are. And if you're in the limelight, there are going to be a lot of things out there said about you, whether they're true, whether they're wrong, whether they're bad, whether it's good. Somebody's going to side on one side of it, and they're not going to stay in the middle. So sometimes when they meet you, it's like, I always tell people this, when I walk into a room where I know nobody. Like when I say, like, I'm coming with a blank slate. So when I walk in, I don't know anyone here, but they may know something about me already because of what I do and because of who I am. So it makes me feel uncomfortable in a way as well, because now I'm looking at, like, who likes me, who don't like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't dwell on it, but that is always sometimes in your mind. Like, how do these people feel about me? Yeah. Because of the certain things that you know people say about you or not.
Well, that's what I just want to clear up. I don't want you to think that you're stuck up or anything like that, because you kind of sometimes, you know, you stay like this in that zone. You know, I mean, I'm telling you like it is.
But you see, sometimes it's also to protect oneself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's a defense mechanism. Right. Sometimes it's a way to like you don't want to. Right. You know, sometimes you don't know how to act. You know, sometimes you don't know how to act around people, and because we're on stage all the time, it doesn't mean a lot of us know how to act around people.
I know what it is. When he's getting ready to go on stage, you know, this is this zone right here, you guys. So if you catch him while he's going on stage and he don't say hi to you, don't feel bad about it.
I'm in a zone
because he is friendly as friendly can be. All right, and so. Is there any other music we're going to play for Asiatic?
Oh yeah,
we have some.
I have a favorite right here.
Yes.
That goes like this. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just picking out some of my favorite. I might end up playing all because all of my favorites. Check this out. Caroline. Only on Radio Belize Mix. Our Little Belize Restaurant. So one of the things that I want to point out here, Lorna, and this is just my personal observation for Aziatic as an artist, not only is he a professional at doing what he does, but his music is not identifiable. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. There's some people, when you hear one song, you know, as you hear one song, you know that who make it, you know?
Right.
He is versatile.
Right.
Very versatile, and he changes the way he does his music.
And that's what I like about Aziatic. His music is different.
That's right.
You know?
Listen to Caroline.
Right.
Beautiful.
Everything that I picked out and I was listening to, they all have their own unique. They stand on their own. You see what I'm saying? It's not like this one song like this one. They all so different. And one thing I like about you as far as the music world, you've worked with some great folks that had brought you to where you are, because this journey doesn't come by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely worked with a lot of real talented people who I've learned so much from, you know. And I'm talking not even just Belizeans or Garifuna artists. I'm talking like all kind of artists. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but I actually grew up with the Jacksons. So I knew Michael. I knew all his brothers and his mom and.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you next, because you said something here about Michael Jackson, and I was going to ask you about your experience there.
Yeah, I mean, so. it was always a wonderful experience. I mean, again, I'm hanging out with people who live music. Like that's who they are, you know. And like for example, the Jam '96 album, I recorded that album at this producer's house I was living with at the time. His name is Howard Rice, and he was one of the biggest producers ever. He produced Pointer Sisters and all these people. So they taught me like the business, and they taught me. Howie taught me how to work the studio and how to work the studio boards and everything. And all those things were helpful for me when I decided to do like Punta music. Because before I actually started doing Jam '96, I wasn't really a big fan of Punta, to be honest with you. And I was more into R&B and like
stuff,
pop
right.
and stuff. And I got bit by the bug, and it was gone. It was
back to my country.
Yeah.
Right.
But
you could only stay away for a little bit.
Yeah, but once I came, started doing Punta, and I met so many like amazing people. Mahabub was definitely the one who got me to start singing Punta, because I heard one of his songs and it inspired me so much.
Do you remember what song that was?
Heron.
All right, good.
I said yes. He probably know why he asked you that.
That was my song right there. And so working with people like Andy and again Mahabub and Super G was definitely someone who I look up to even to this day. And and of course now I'm still working with a lot of great talents coming out of Hopkins right now. We have people like Lovelace, Sean K.
Really?
Yeah, amazing. He's working his album right now. When he comes out, it's going to be amazing. And then I also did a lot of work with my cousin C Wills, who's doing really good right now. So I mean, it's a lot of great people out there doing a lot of stuff. We have Consigo, who's also my first cousin. So, I mean, a lot of these people is like they're people like you go around. Everybody's always people doing music, so we kind of learn from each other. And that's one thing. And going back to what you're saying about my music not being the same is because I refuse to do the same things over and over. And so what happened? I tend to want to be close to people who are coming up. Because they know what the new style is.
Right.
I will never pretend as I'm getting older that what I'm doing is the most hippest thing. Because it'll be hip only to me. So I pay attention to the people who are coming up and I learn from them.
You see how wise that is? That is extremely wise, because then you got to flow with the tide. It's not going to stay in your lane all the time. Some young pullet is coming out there with something, and then you rub something off on them, they rub something off from you, and it works like that, and then you stay current.
Exactly, you stay current. And that's one thing I've always kept my mind open to his learning from not just the older people, but from the younger people who are coming up, because they have a lot to teach. Trust me.
Oh yeah, they know what they're doing. And one thing, Will, that I always notice about Asiatic, and he always have something going on. You know, I love your design, by the way.
Thank you.
The Asiatic.
Right.
The attire and stuff, and yeah, this silhouette. This is like awesome.
Yeah.
And you was the first one that I think you was working alongside with some other folks up with this magazine. When
the Network magazine.
With the magazine, have you saw that magazine back in the days?
Trust me, I know.
And I like King Stamina, because he's always the silent weapon behind a lot of our artists, a lot of our folks. And I've been trying to get him here.
Yeah, we had a lot of things happening. The fact that I was an artist, it didn't really stop me from trying to help anybody else, whether it was through the magazine, which was putting people in the magazine and telling the story through magazine. We had one of the first big websites at the time. This is before Facebook. BelizeArtist.com.
Belize and Artists.
BelizeArtist.com. We had phone cards.
Yeah, they had products.
I mean, people were like buying those phone cards off the shelf because we had like the lowest rates to Belize at the time. So I mean, we did so many things that were groundbreaking at the time and when we did it, we were just doing it and we were having fun. We didn't really look at it as something as, we're doing this for money or for recognition. I mean, of course, business is business. We were hoping to eventually make some money, but at the end of the day, to me, what was more important to me at the time again was, what can we do to help the artists? At the time, of course, from Belize. And that's how we started doing the concerts. I mean, we were doing the biggest concerts out here.
Right, you were.
Every year from so many years, and bringing all these guys from Belize, and then we moved on to New York and other places, and I'm grateful that we had the opportunity to do that, And I wish I could go back to those days. It was just amazing. It was fun. I had a good time.
Right, and some of these names, I don't know if you know them, because he worked with some of them on some of his album. I don't know, Punta Dan. I mean, these guys are still around. And
actually, Punta Dan, he was in Hopkins with me the other day. Well, he wasn't there. He wasn't with me, but he was there. We were hanging out. But I believe he lives in Australia now, or some place in the Europe.
Right.
area.
So when I like to see that, and I like to give people credit. It doesn't matter, if they not here or what. But once you have a good song or you have a good product, the person that helped you with that is always, give them a little thank you and stuff like that.
That being said, I have to play a little bit of this, because this was also a jam from the jam.
All right. This man got some jams on this.
Real interesting. Listen to those drums right there, Lorna.
Hey, don't get me started. Drums is my thing.
Tell us about this song. I'm curious about what happened with this song here, Asiatic. This was one of the songs that really propelled up forward. Talk to me about it. What plays in the background?
Well, this was actually the first song I recorded for Jam 96. And let me tell you a story about Jam 96 real fast. I wasn't recording that album to be an album.
Really?
At the time I was staying again at that producer's house, I was explaining to you where I recorded it, and the studio was free. I used to help him out and do engineering. He was teaching me some things, So at night I'd be bored. So I started messing around with, I would use like, back then we had reels.
Right.
The 2-inch reels.
Right, twin reel.
And sometimes he would record artists, like these big artists, but sometimes he'll have like a few minutes left at the end. So I would like steal these little reels and just record whatever little space I could find at the end. Like if I find 3 minutes, I'm recording. So at night when he wasn't around, I would just start recording these Punta songs, and this was one of the first songs I did.
Right.
And after I did about maybe 2 or 3 songs, I let my mom hear it. My mom loved it. She's like, "Oh my God, it sounds good. You could sing like that." I said, okay. She's like, what are you gonna do? I said, nothing. I'm just messing around at night, with these songs. She like, you should let people hear it. Like, just put it out. And I'm like, put it out where? And so anyway, she convinced me, and finally I said, okay. So I went back and recorded more songs to fill it up.
Right.
And that's how Jam Night came out. And again, this song was the first one. I had Jess come in. Jess Flores was the one who played the drums on this one song right here. And I mean, it's a traditional song, and I just did my thing to it. Put the little.
What I remember from this song is every kid in Belize was doing it. Hey,
the
little move. Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely.
I think I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
definitely one of
right
the biggest songs at the time.
That was catchy. Yeah.
And I remember when I went to Belize, this song was on everything, all the commercials, everything you can think of. Everybody was using this song. And I'm like, man, I wish we were getting royalties.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So you have some amazing. You had an amazing journey. Let's put it this way.
Thank you.
And the journey continues. And what are you currently doing right now? Are you back in the studio? Because I know you always have some surprises for us.
Well, I am. I did work on a new album that's complete.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm trying to go. I think I'm taking it back in the studio to rework it a little bit, and probably record a couple more songs, because I'm going to take 2 songs off of it that I'm not going to use anymore, and I'm going to replace it with maybe 2 more songs. Well, 2 songs and probably add another 2 on top of that. But I am definitely in the studio. I mean, I have a home studio, so I'm always, working on ideas and stuff. And but I tend to work better when I'm not at home, because I rarely go in the studio. I work better when under pressure. So, for instance, if I do an album in Belize and I say, okay, I'm going to Belize for a week, I'll do an album in 3-4 days because I'm on it.
Right.
But I could be at home all day and never come up with a song, never come up with ideas, and the studio's right there.
That's not a good thing when we're at home.
Yeah, so I'll always work better that way. So I will be traveling to Belize hopefully this year to start working on some songs, and also give me the opportunity to work with other people and, like I said, bring in different ideas and people's creativity. And because I love, because like I said, I could come up with anything, and but at some point again, everything sounds the same if it's just my ideas. I like to feed off of everybody's idea, and so they could bring their whatever they have to the table.
So are you always like, I think from the time I knew you, you always like that solo artist. Have you ever been in any band? I saw one band here, that Kid Power or something. Was that old school band or?
That was Kid Power was an American group I was in, and that was that's why I said again before I got into the Punta scene, I did a lot of work in American
with
scene.
groups? Okay.
So we traveled to we did tours in Europe. A lot of these people who were in my group are actually on TV now. These are really big artists now. One of my best friend in the group used to be Billy Blank's son, because I was best friend with Billy Blank's son from Taibo, and so that's how we met. That's how I met Paula Abdul, and I did videos with Paula Abdul, and so. Kid Power was just way before the Punta, and once I got into the Punta scene, I used to be in this band called Ibaini, and Ibaini was the one that actually really started me to sing Punta too, because when they hired me, they wanted me to sing reggae songs. They were like, "We need a reggae singer. We know." They're like, "We think you could sing."
Well,
blah,
you
blah.
look like a reggae artist.
So right. So I started singing the reggae songs during the reggae set. However, during rehearsals, I used to mess around when they would play Punta, and I would start singing Alvin Payne's song at the time was Down the Lane. And I started joking around one time in rehearsals, and they were like, "Oh my God, won't you do that?" And I'm like, "Do what?" They're like, "Sing that." I said, "I don't sing that." And they're like, "Dude, just sing it." And that was the only Punta song they talked me into singing. And everybody used to come to the show just to see that one song.
That one Punta.
And before you know it, I'm singing Punta.
So you know that was it. That was it.
I have to play a piece of this Jam
he got a lot of favorites.
I can tell you the story about this lady. She want a Riga money, she want a Hopkins money. Give me this gal freaky. She want to come to practice me. She want a real long money. She don't want.
This is another one of them, Lorna, that has a drive.
Oh yeah, I love
Prime
this
Time
song.
69.
I like this one. I like this song here.
And I have to admit that even though I like the other albums, this is just my favorite.
Oh, and there goes Mr. Johnson here.
Go ahead.
He had yeah. So tell us about
the song Jam Jam System.
I wanna.
Yeah, my system.
You know, there's a story about this song right here. I went to
What is the story behind this song?
Well, I'm not. There's no story behind this song, but there's a story that I can tell you about the song. Yeah, I went to St. Lucia one time to do a tour in St. Lucia, and on the way leaving St. Lucia, I got pulled out of the line from to getting to the plane. So police, like about 5 police came. So I got scared. I'm like, what happened? So they're like, sir, you need to come with us. So I go to the police station at the airport, and they had me sit down. And all of a sudden, they bring all these, like, they were like some female police officers as well. And so they come, they start questioning me. They're like, can we ask you a question? It's like, yeah. They're like, this song, 69. They're like, what is it about? And I'm like, what do you mean? I said, it's not about anything. And they're like drilling me. So finally they said, well, you know what? We only call you in here because we want to take some pictures with you. And I'm like, dude, you guys brought me on here for this? Like, you know, so.
You was a celebrity, man.
Yeah, so they taking pictures of me or whatever. And I'm like, man, you guys scared
the hell out of you.
Yeah, scared the hell out of me. And they're like, so they start taking pictures and all this stuff. So I went back and
So wait a minute. They brought all the female officers. So were you supposed to start singing this song and start stripping or something?
I was gonna say, look, I would have sang that song all the way if they was about to let me say that.
Just to get away from them.
Just to get away from them.
Nah, but it was just amazing. But I mean, this song has taken me all over the world. It's like it's crazy.
That song is hot.
Yeah, a lot of
hot.
That's one of the biggest songs.
That's hot.
That I've recorded right there. It's one of them.
Wow, you are, you know.
And sorry for the interruption, but every time I hear the song in the background, I have to play a piece for the folks.
Yeah, you know. But so basically, I know we're gonna have to wrap up shortly. But as far as Belize and Los Angeles are out here in the U.S., how are you feeling about the music and the entertainers and you know, are we getting somewhere? I mean, are we moving forward in this era with our music, and are we still behind? Honestly, give me a little feel.
I think with technology now, because again, back in the day, we actually had to go pay for studio time, and we really had to do work. You know, we weren't playing. But with technology now, I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's my opinion, right? I think what happens now with technology, anybody has a home studio now. You can just have a little program on your computer and anybody can record. So what that allows is that a lot of people out there with talent now have a way to get their music out. But it also brings with it a lot of people who don't have any talent at all. And it muddies the water. And one thing that I've always had an issue with is that in Belize, anybody record a song can get it played on the radio. And to me, it does to the artists who are really taking this as their career. It almost brings us down a little bit, because if I can have my music played along someone who could just record anything
in the garage,
it's almost like it I don't know. It almost brings it down. It brings down.
Here's again. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, you're stepping on toes, and so I have to defend me because let me tell you what I do. I get a lot. If I would show you the emails that I get, a lot of music from not only Belizean artists, believe it or not, from Jamaica, from Barbados, and 90% of those music don't make it on my radio. Let me tell you why. In fact, I'll ask you why. Why you think they don't make it on my radio? Tell me why you think they don't make it on my radio.
Quality, I'm sure.
Because I am a musician.
Yeah.
I listen to music, and I think by now, after so many years, 30-odd years plus, I would know what my folks would want to listen to. And so it's not because I don't want to help my Belizean folks, but you need to go back to the drawing board, get your act together, because people are not just Belizean listen to my radio. A lot of folks all over the world listen to my radio. And if you make it on my radio, it's possible that you could make it elsewhere. So give me good stuff.
Right.
And stop the putting in my inbox, yo, what do go on with you? Me and you don't know one. I am here to help you.
Let's put it out there. When you submit information to someone that you're begging for a favor, or you want them to do something for you, come professionally done. Give us a nice little, hi, Mr. Johnson. I have this music. I'm a musician, and I would like for you to see, just something nice. I don't like the
Right.
hey.
Yeah.
You definitely don't say yo, because those gonna be deleted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I will give you a good feedback. If they really want me, I will tell them, listen, I did listen to it, but here's what I think you should do.
I mean,
go and listen to it and go and do what I tell you to do, or get advice from other folks around, and then I could do something for you.
And I'm not saying that to belittle anybody. I think what I'm trying to say again is that if you're really a musician and if you're really taking it seriously, then let's do it right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think, but again, I think the radio stations do have a responsibility to filter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To, you know, because again, imagine if a major radio station out here was to play everybody music, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because what happened? The radio. Well, we don't have really major record companies in Belize, but the radio stations have to set a standard of quality, so that they tell the artist, okay, you know what, we like the song, but
go back to the
make it sound right.
Yeah.
Make it, make it sound a certain kind of ways in order for us to be able to play it. Don't just play it because somebody handed you a cassette. I mean, a CD or something, you know.
Right. And you know, there's big studios that will work with you. You know, guys. We just have to. We got to get connected. You can call Mr. Johnson, and there's other folks that you guys can call that they will give you a break to get your music into a nice big studio to sound like something.
Right.
You know, you guys could call me. We could talk to someone to give you guys a break. We know we don't have the money for quality work, and that's another reason why we're working on something for artists right now.
And we have and believe it or not, we have really good studios in Belize. I mean,
I was just about to say that,
I mean,
because sometimes I'm listening to the music and the background music is
the quality
on
is
par.
Okay.
But when the person starts singing in so flat key, I'm like, oh my goodness.
I mean,
what are you doing?
Junior Mar Studios is amazing. I mean, that's like one of the best studios in the country right now. But I'm sure there are other studios out there. You know, we have Ivan Duran at Stone Tree that does really good quality music.
Right.
And I mean, it's there's things out there to make the music sound right. It's a lot of things, resources that are available. You know.
And one thing I believe in: if you don't ask, you're not gonna get. Because just call the studio and says, I know, say, boy, I need help. Just say it a little professional and see what they can do for you, because they might, bring it down just to get you into that studio. If they like you and they like your music, they will work with you and give you a little discount. You see what I'm saying? So,
folks, just bear in mind, we're saying all of this because we want to help you. Nothing more than just want to help you to get there.
That's
the right way.
That's right. And that is what we are all about. And that's what my group of folks is getting together is all about, just to get Belizean music up to meet the rest the standard of everybody else's. So I know the studio, the garage music is okay, but they take it into a bigger studio.
And just to kind of like extend on that a little bit, also, I think there are a lot of people out there who can write songs. Who need to start writing songs and don't feel they have to sing the song they write, because some people are not made to be singers.
That's another
and some
thing.
people also are really good singers, are not good writers.
Right.
So I think that's what our music industry lacked, is that we don't really have a structure in terms of, okay, you know what, this person could be a songwriter and can live off of that. If you're a really good songwriter, like, write a song. If I like it, I'll sing it. And
That's right.
and then we work out the monetary situation. Just like how, again, if I'm a singer, I should be able to say, oh, I know I'm going to Will this year because I'm working on an album. Hey, Will, can you write 2 songs for me for my album?
Right.
And I shouldn't be afraid to say that.
Great
Some people,
point,
I'm not
great
afraid to sing another song. I can write songs all day, but
well, see, that's what they need to know.
But
because
I don't have that much pride to say I can't sing another man's song or another woman's song.
Well, that's good to know.
So, and same thing, because I've written for some artists out there. You call it a ghostwriting. Nobody really knows how, who. But,
that's right.
But I give people songs all the time.
I know an individual right now who is, everything I see he writes is really good.
Very
but
good writer.
he don't have somebody. He don't want to sing it himself, and I'm glad he realized that that's not my forte. But I will give it to somebody. But people, the artists need to reach out. You need to start reaching out, folks.
Yeah.
Reach out.
That's right. And guys, not because we have a serious face on, we're not happy or we're not friendly. We're approachable. Sometimes it's just all about business, and we want everybody to do well. So just ask, and those should receive. If you don't ask, you won't get it. So like you said, Asiatic. I must be getting tired. I want to, Asiatic is here, and he's very talented, very educational about the industry. I mean, going over his stuff and seeing his stuff is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And now that you guys know he's approachable, you know, and if you have any questions, because this is what I want all of us in the entertainment, in the business field to come together as one, you know, because right now, Belizean, you know, we're hearing this thing about, you know, everybody for their own. No, we don't want that. We want to unite. My thing right now is to spread the unity, the love across the board. So,
and believe me, she is doing that.
Any questions you guys have? If you don't want to call Asiatic directly, call me. Call me want answer any question I want answer. And if you call Mr. Johnson, he want do the same. So we want the youth to come up, you know, and we want to teach. We don't want our music to fade away. So you guys, we are here to help, and we want people to come aboard. So any last word to the world and stuff?
I mean, again, I just want to tell everybody thanks for all the support over the years. And again, just keep looking out for new music coming out. I am definitely in the studio, not this very moment, but I will be. And I have music that's done. I might be releasing something soon. And I want to say thank you to Lorna for inviting me, and also to Will, and for what you guys are doing. Again, it's amazing. You know, providing this vehicle for people like myself to come out and talk to the people out there. Talk
to the people.
Yeah.
Talk to the folks. And one good thing, like Miss Freda just said, ambassador of music. So if he denied you guys of any question,
thank you.
if you have a question for the ambassador and he doesn't answer it, just call me. Because I know I'm making carry that title for
That's
no
right.
reason.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Just because. Hi, Mr. Patrick Barrow. You know, and
she's watching you.
Yeah, I'm watching you. Mr.
Yes.
Patrick Barrow, thanks for that foundation. I'm working closely with Patrick, and we got a lot of things to do, you know.
Definitely.
He's open for questions over there, you know. So we got it all here.
Thank you, and again, thank you again. Thanks to all the artists out there who are doing really good work. I'm always watching what everybody's doing. Again, I don't really post things and say too much things, you know. 'Cause I don't live on Facebook, but I try to stay away from that stuff too much. But I'm aware of what's happening.
Right.
Because one thing, I'm always aware of what's happening. So, and it's a lot of good stuff out there. It's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of artists out there doing really good.
Well, let me shake a good man hand.
We're looking good.
Let me shake a good man hand.
We're coming. We're making progress, you guys. We're making progress. So once again, I am so glad that you took the time out to visit us here on
I Wake Up
Like This.
That's what's up.